everybody, welcome back to another segment of T.C.B. Garage. In today's video, we are going to cover some more things about the C3, particularly winter storage of your C3 or your classic car. And one of the things about storing our cars in the winter that I'm afraid of the most, that bothers me the most, the biggest thing I'm afraid of, is pests getting in your car. Pests chewing up your upholstery, your carpet, your wiring, coming out in the spring and finding particularly mouse droppings everywhere, finding your nice interior has been chewed up, your wires, things not working. So what I'm going to cover is what I do in the winter to ensure that those things don't happen. They don't happen in my car. I do live in a rural area, so I do have mice. They can get sort of bad sometimes, especially when the farmers plow the fields. You'll see a bunch of them that come up out of the field. So I'm going to go over what I do to keep my car safe, to keep my wires safe, my upholstery safe, my carpet safe, and I do not have those issues. And I'm going to share those things with you today, and then after that we got another thing we're going to share. So yeah. So what I do is pretty simple, and these are the items I use every winter. One of them is traps, and I'm not sure how some of you people feel, or some people feel about trapping mice. I don't necessarily like doing it. I don't like killing animals, but it's sort of an unnecessary evil. I do prefer using traps over baits for the fact that when you use a bait, the mouse eats it, the mouse goes off, the mouse dies in your garage and leaves an unpleasant smell after the mouse dies. So I always use traps. This particular trap I got off of Amazon. I think it was a pack of 6. I put 3 of them in this garage and in the other garage where I have my Mustang. The thing I really like about these traps is they're really easy to set. You just click it back, it locks in place. Then you have a little tray right there. I use peanut butter. It seems to work really, really well. Another good thing I like about these traps is they're almost foolproof. The mouse touches it, they're really sensitive, and they clamp down, they do what they're supposed to do. They're really easy to fill, and I will leave a link in the description to these traps. Little cup comes out. Like I said, I use peanut butter. Fill them up, snap it, and then usually I just stick it in a little spot where the mouse is going to come to it at night. I do come out every day and check them. But you see I got that one there. I got this one here. So that sort of helps right there. That's sort of like my first line of defense on keeping the car safe. The next thing I do is, mice really do not like strong smells. So I know a bunch of you guys have probably heard use fabric softener. So I always buy a box of fabric softener every winter. And then what I also use is a product called Mighty Mint Rodent Vehicle Protection. It's got a really, really strong minty smell. So the one good thing about it is in the spring you get your car out and it has a really nice smell in the interior. But what I do with this is I'll go up to the car, and I use this about once a week also. And I'll spray a few areas. The stuff is really strong. So what I do is about 4 sprays in the front, 2 on each side. Pull back my seat. And I know lighting really sucks, but I give a couple sprays in the back. I do that. Then I walk back over and we'll grab some of the air fresheners, fabric softener sheets. And these I will replenish about once a week also, when the smell goes out of them. But what I do is I put these just pretty much everywhere in the interior. Throw one down there. Throw one in the front, right there. And what I really, really try to pay attention to, I'm going to grab some light. But what I really, really try to pay attention to is your little cubbies. So that's pretty much where they're going to be at. They're going to hide. So of course we all know our C3s have our compartments back here. So I throw one in the battery compartment. Another one right here. And then I just shut them. And another one right back here. Then I'll take some more. And I'll throw one there, there, and right there. So the biggest thing you want to do is you really want to make your car have a nice smell to it. It tends to keep them away. Then I come out and I periodically check the traps, and then I also check the car for any evidence of them. That'll let me know if I'm doing a good job. I check for droppings and all those things. So that was quick and easy. Hopefully that helps some guys out with what to do about pests. Now the other thing I'm gonna coverage is we got a new addition to the channel. Unfortunately, I had to sell the Nissan 350. Sold it about 2 weeks ago. Had undue circumstance happen, or what's the word I'm looking for there? Unexpected circumstance happened with the house. As we can see, I had a windstorm a couple weeks ago. It blew off a big chunk of my siding. And I've had a company come out and they're looking to do new siding on my house, which is fortunate for me because I was planning on doing it anyways. And putting on a new roof. Unfortunately though, I have a hell of a deductible. So, upon finding that out, I decided to let the 350 go. Put it online, and it sold within a couple days. So, we do have though another vehicle for the channel. We have a 2006 Chrysler 300. I think a Chrysler 300C, which some of you guys probably already know what that stands for. It stands for Hemi. That's right, this bad boy's got the 5.7 Hemi motor in it. About 340 some horsepower stock. Got this car for 400 bucks. That's not too bad of a deal. Let's take a look at that big old motor in there, huh? Let me pop this hood. There we go. So yeah, right there we got the big old 5.7 V8. What I got from the owner is he took it in for an oil change, and then it started smoking about a week later. He was thinking it was a head gasket. I haven't tried to start it yet. I am going to try to start it probably today. The battery is completely dead. But I've done some research on these motors, and I'm thinking it's more along the line as it's probably dropped a valve seat. Anybody that knows these cars, I guess that's a big problem. They get a few miles on them, and this car has 164,000 miles. They heat up, you run them really long, you shut them off, you start them up, and all of a sudden they're making a bunch of noise, running like shit. And the valve seats, I guess there was a defect in how Chrysler manufactured them. They don't sit in there necessarily as tight as I guess they should. The valve seat drops, destroys the piston, messes up the head, and yeah, the car's in bad shape. The unfortunate thing is these engines used are anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000, so that's a lot of money for a used engine. But on the videos I've seen on YouTube, a couple guys have done them, and it looks like all you do is take the piston out, hone the cylinder, install new heads that are remanufactured with the improved valve seats, so it doesn't happen again. But you put your new heads on, new head gaskets, you drop your oil pan, you pull down the rod, you hone out the cylinder, install a new piston if it's only affecting one, and then you're usually good to go. So I'm going to check into that. We're going to do a video on it. We're going to see if that's the case. If it is, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get the heads and a new piston and all the gaskets needed, and we're going to do that. So I think this car still has a lot of life in it. I think it's in pretty good shape. We can see the interior is really dirty, but it's also really, really solid. The seat's not bad. I mean, it's a really nice car. other than dirty, everything is there. We still got factory mats. I mean, it's a pretty nice interior. We got big old sunroof there. This car's got factory navigation. So yeah, I think it's a good car. I think there's still a chance to make some money on it. So probably in the next video, that's what we're going to be getting into. We're going to be getting into the Chrysler 300C. So everybody keep an eye on that. Like I said, that will probably be the next video. Like always, like this video, share this video, please subscribe to the channel. All the new subscribers I've gotten since the last video, thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. I really hope you enjoy yourselves, enjoy what you see. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. Everybody, I hope you have a good holiday. Keep the pest out of your car. If you have a C3 or you have any kind of classic car, like I said, if you're like me, it's probably your biggest fear with your car sitting in the garage all those months. Is the fact that mice just love to make a house out of your beautiful ride. And come on, man, who could blame them? It's a nice house. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Everybody have a good one. Like I said, welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Hit that like, hit that share the video, leave a comment. If anybody has any other ideas or tips on those 5.7 Hemi motors that I need to know about, please leave me a comment. But yeah, in the next video we'll be tearing into it. So everybody have a good one.